Oh God, I get sick of hearing about this royalty stuff. Right, so I was actually planning to grind the. Oh, hang on, let's grind my. Oh shit! I was actually planning on grinding this today, but I got my little pricker thing out because I wanted to test everything, and oops, oh shit, I hate magnets sometimes. So I went down and started poking the pins to make sure they weren't going to come out, and they were loose, and I thought, oh! So yeah, I've had to take all the pins out and put some more plastic in, and I did that. Then I hammered them back in, and this time they're really solid. So yeah, I've got to leave these. I've got a magnet there, so I'm going to have to set that up when I do it, obviously. But I wanted to grind all these little pins that stick out flat so that I can stick the metal shims on the back, and which will stop this from curling. Well, obviously, and it'll increase the magnetic coupling. It stops these legs from basically warping inwards a bit. So that's the reason why I kind of stick this washer in there for now. Is whatever. So I can't get this in. So anyway, I'll do that in a minute. So I was checking the pins, and now that they're glued in place, they shouldn't fall out. Why is it I can't get the focus to work? So anyway, I banged them back in. I'll grind them tomorrow. They should be dry by tomorrow because I didn't use much acetone. Actually, it was mostly just glue, my plastic ABS slurry, which I used. And yeah, so I decided, well, a little bit of update on the generator. Obviously, I've got to pay for that yet, so we're going to be sorting some of that out next week, whatever. But I decided to not persevere with that right now because I can't get it to start. I think the carburetor wants stripping down and cleaning on it, and I drained all the petrol out, and I put it in a can for now, and because the petrol's probably no good anyway, because apparently it's new fuel, I don't know, they've changed the ingredients, I don't know. It's years since I used a moped, my moped, like, I may have sold that around 2005, 2000, I can't remember now. But petrol's changed since then, and apparently it degrades now, and I don't know. Didn't used to degrade, but it does now apparently. So, I'll just unplug the charger and I'll show you what I did. So a friend, my neighbour, has lent me a couple of cans of green cans for fuel. That is full up of fuel, right? But that one isn't, so there wasn't a lot in there. There was basically a full can, and I stuck it under my fridge, under where my cooker would go, because it's out of the way, and I'm not constantly sniffing petrol fumes. And obviously the can's empty now, the fuel tank, I'll put it all in the thing, so it's reading zilch, whatever. So I was going to take the lid off and show you it's empty, but no, I'm not going to, because it'll stink. But yeah, there's a problem. Now, I'm not sure about the choke. This is the choke, obviously. I did pull it over, and the petrol, the actual, well, I've drained it off, but there's still fuel in the pipe and in the carburetor. But when I switch it on, it won't start. So I assume there's a problem with either the plug, the ignition. Let me just move my camera down here a minute. Sorry, it's upside down now. So if I switch that on, I think that's on. Can't see because it's right tight in this cupboard space, so I can't really see very well. Right, so if I come on, flip around. So if I try and pull start this thing, there's petrol in the carburetor, right? Let me just try this. Let's try this a minute. Oh. It won't. Oh shit! Uh oh. Bad. Oops. Looks like I've got to take this thing apart again. This cord's knackered as well now. There's always some what's next, what's going to go wrong next. So the cord's fucked. Anyway, what's that? I'm having a bad day with this thing, and I decided I was just going to leave it until I'm... Come on, phone, you're upside down. Hang on a minute. It's upside down to me, it might not be upside down to you. So I'm going to take this freaking cover off again now, and it won't start. I can smell fuel, so there's definitely fuel going into the engine, but there's probably no ignition. Did I turn that thing off again? Yeah, I did. I mean, obviously I don't want to run it in the kitchen. If it had started, I would have stopped it straight away, because I don't want the fumes in my kitchen, obviously. But it doesn't want to start, so... Anyway, I just want to find out about the engine. So, I think the air filter's in here. Yeah. So I'll have to take the air cleaner off. It might be choked up. If it's been still a while, the fuel, I mean, you soak the filters with oil apparently. It could be that no air's getting through, and it's probably just sucking fuel into the engine, flooding it, and it might not be getting enough air. If it's not getting enough air, the mixture's going to be completely out of whack. And yeah, so I've got to the cord's fucked now, so I've got to take that thing out again. There's always some. Let me just go and get my spanner and take it off actually. Why am I having such a lot of bad luck lately? I don't know which spanner it is. I think it's that one. Yeah, I think it's a 10mm one. I can't believe the bad luck I am having. Pair the rope with my glue. I could super glue it back together. I'm not spending money on the generator, I mean on the motor part, on the engine part, because as I say, I only wanted it for... I've got the right spanner size here. I only want the power head, you see, but I only wanted to verify if the engine would work, because just put the nuts up there, because then I could say that the engine works, and then if somebody wanted it for parts or for go-kart or something, I don't know. But it would have been nice to see it work. So I'm doing this with one hand right now. Ooh, I just saw a floater. My eye just saw a floater. I don't get that very often. Oh shit, no, I've said the word. YouTube's going to be showing me loads of floater videos again. This is what happens, you see. You mention something, and the next thing you know, you're getting bombarded with advertising. I don't have a socket set. I gave it away to my friend Dave, I think. There's 2 bolts missing, by the way. I'll try to get to the other bolt. Where is it? It's right underneath. I can't get on the nut. I've been watching a YouTube channel, James Condon. Let's see, I'll put it on, I'll leave it on the compression stroke. That's the compression stroke. That way the valves are closed and no crap can get in. So I've got to sort this rope out. More work. Well, I undid the knot on the rope yesterday, so it should come undone quite easily. Actually, let me just put the phone back on charge, and I'll put the phone in the stand so we can have a look at this rope to see if I can sort that out. Because with it the way it is at the moment, where's my stand gone? Right. Right, I'll stick you in here. Here we go. Right. Put the charge lead back in because my battery's low. Right. See if I can figure out how to fix this. Fix this rope. Yeah, just a minute. I need to put that thing back. Why am I having such a lot of lousy luck right now? I don't know. Okay, so the rope's ripped. Right, so what I've got to do is undo this nut. This knot in here. If I can get, it's all doubled up. Can I undo this knot? Get this thing off the end. I should be able to do, because I only tried the knot again yesterday. It's doubled up here and it's hard to get it off. Yeah, you can see me. Just using my pricker to get this. I am not cutting it off. Somebody will probably say, oh, we just cut it the end off. No, if I do that, it'll get shorter and shorter and shorter until there's not left. And I might still be able to fix it, you see. It's a funny thing, you know, because yesterday I was actually thinking, why don't I put some French chalk on the rope, because that stops it from rubbing. It reduces the friction so that you don't chafe the rope. And I was thinking about that, and I didn't do it, and I should have done it. But mind you, I don't have a lot of French chalk. I do have a stick, which I could sandpaper the French chalk off and then rub the powder all over it. It would have made it so that it doesn't chafe. I can't seem to get this hook in here. I'm worried about stabbing myself with this flipping pricker thing, you see. Oh dear me. I can't get the damn thing far enough out. Just a minute, let me see. Oh, there's another way. I could undo that. Just a minute. I don't know where my spanner's gone. I've got a big spanner. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's across the room. I don't want to do... Actually, I've just realised something. I don't want to really do that. Because if I undo it, the spring will fly off again. I just need to get this rope into the hole. So I can get my... The spring definitely works now. So I can pull it through. Ah, we're getting there, we're getting there. Right, I've got some more room now. Right, I worked this loose the other day. Once you get this through here, it starts to loosen up. And I pulled it tight yesterday, so it's not too tight. Another way of doing it is to get your pliers. Right, get the pliers and squeeze the knot. And that usually twist it a bit and it works it loose. I'll do that until it comes off. That's what I did yesterday actually. Oh, was it yesterday or was it the day before? I can't remember now. Yeah, it was yesterday. I was just doing this with the pliers and I was able to get the knot undone. Come on. It's a bit tricky, but it did work before, so it should work this time. Right, let me just try. What's annoying is this damn thing keeps pulling on me all the time, and hang on, I'm going to stick something in there to stop it from, I'll stick this through here and it won't keep, that's better, it's not pulling on me now. We're nearly there. I can feel it's getting a bit looser. Another thing about cutting the ends off as well is I have no idea how much this thing's cost to buy actually. I don't have a clue. I should be able to get that in there. What I'm trying to do, it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. Come on, I'm almost through. Take it out and it should be loosened now. Pliers. It's nearly there. Definitely loosening up now. You can see it moving around. Here we go, come on. Got you! I got you! Right. Yeah! Hooray! Take this thing off. Alright, I'll unwind it. And how do we fix this? Can we fix this? Well, there's a way. Somebody's probably yelling at me on YouTube saying, nah, you have to buy a new one. No, I don't give up. I am not giving up. It's doubled up, right? I am not buying another one. No chance on it. I'm just getting it stretched out so that, is it all doubled up you see on me? What I'm thinking is super gluing it back together. The cord in the middle is pretty strong. It's just this covering that's ripped off. Just wanted to meet this back up to that. Has this end come off a bit? It looks like it has. If I can get the end. There we go. Right, so I don't know why it ripped, I just don't know. Alright, I've got an idea. I don't want the actual inside core, the white cord, I don't want that to have super glue on it. But I want to super glue this material together, and I have an idea how to do that. I'm trying to basically unfold this end. It's frayed up, it's obviously frayed up. Yeah, I could take it all off, all this stuff off I suppose, and I'm trying to get it just trying to get the materials to stretch out because it's kind of doubled up on itself in here. Somebody's yelling at me, probably watching this, saying, nah, that won't work, that won't work. Right, alright, so this is going to meet up with that. And I also have some cotton, which I could bind around that. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put some sellotape around this white bit in the middle so that we don't make that rock solid, so it doesn't set in a straight line and not bend. I need the flexibility of that, but I want to be able to stick these fibres, and I'm going to use something like oh, I've got an idea. I have an idea. So I'm going to wear some sellotape first of all. What about plaster? As in the plasters you put on your wounds. That's a bit of sellotape. I just want to stop the glue from going all the way down that white cord, because it's not broken, it's not damaged, so I don't need to where is it? Let's just wrap this around here. That will also stop it from actually right. Now I've got that sellotape on there. Chop this extra bit off. I have not tried this before, by the way, so will it work? I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this over this plastic sellotape area, and I'm going to bind it with some cotton. If I can get this flipping cord, this red stuff to go over the top. I'll go and get the sewing stuff out in a minute. Come on, get in. Trying to pull it over the top of that flipping sellotape now, it's a problem. Yeah, there's always something in there. Everybody's probably taking bets at the moment as to whether or not this will work. I have no idea. Well, it's fabric, you see, it's just woven fabric, so I'm not quite sure why it broke in the first place, to be honest. I could try starting that engine with a drill actually, but I've got no socket to fit on it. I don't have a socket set anymore. I gave it away to a friend of mine because I sold my moped years ago, and I thought, well, there's no reason to hang on to this anymore. I don't need it now. Well, I never thought I'd need it again. Anyway, at the time. The other thing I can do is just trim this frayed stuff off, but I'm not going to do. I'll tell you why, because I'm going to be binding it, and actually some of this can come off, I suppose. But yeah, take a bit of it off. I'm just trying to get some slack down here. Oh, the white cord. Yeah, what I can do is pull this white cord out a bit more. Pull that down a bit further. I might slacken it up. Yeah, because what's happening is this is when you pull it, it tightens up the hole in the middle, and it collapses and it tightens up. So if I do this, pull this cord out, push it along, Yeah, that should work. Then I can get this around here, then tighten that. Yeah, it's working. Oh yeah, that's working. Right, brilliant. So now I've got this, so it's meeting up in the middle there. All I have to do now is pull this back and it'll tighten up. Alright, so I've got a bit of white sticking out that end. That's working. Now I'll go and get some cotton. I'm going to wrap cotton around here. Or get some fabric plaster. I'll just get cotton. Let's see what I can use. Right, I got some cotton from, and what we do, looks like one of my viewers disappeared. Somebody doesn't have patience, but never mind. Right, so what we do is we're going to bind it. Now, does anybody remember doing fishing where you put the eyes on the fishing rod and you use cotton to bind the eye onto the fishing rod? Well, it's a very similar idea. So I'm just going to pull a load of cotton off here. I don't know how much I need, but I'm just going to, I don't want to be pulling the spool around with me, so my dad was still alive. We actually made some fishing rods. We got the eyes and we got the, I don't know, we used to get fishing rod kits back then. So all I've got to do is tie this around here to begin with so it doesn't keep slipping. Oh, I've got them all thumbs. I can't, my fingers are too big for this. No, I am definitely not spending money fixing something that, for something that has hardly been used. I'm surprised, mind you. It's, I don't know how many pulls you get on these things before the cord breaks. I don't know. Obviously, because it won't start, you're actually wearing it out faster because you're pulling on it all the time. And I think now I understand why James Condon, with an N at the end, on YouTube, I think I understand now why he often spins the engine over with an electric drill. It makes sense to me because he doesn't want to wear his cord out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start binding this. So I'll start to, hopefully it won't spin around on me. Hopefully this will work. It will keep going until there's no fibrous material sticking out. So it's a bit awkward to do this, you know, because it's bendy. It's very bendy. I know what to do. Put this between my legs. God, I hate it when I do that, and it sounds so. Yeah. Alright, I'll pull it tight. That's gonna help. Remember, it is just cloth. It is just woolly stuff. So there's no reason why this won't work. You can't do it. You can't stick something around this that's going to be too bulky, like tape, because it'll just slide all the way down. But because this is cotton and I'm pulling it taut, it actually is below the level of the surface area, and there's no reason why it won't work. And the super glue is simply to anchor the cotton and the I'm going to use a bit of that when I've done this, just to stop this whole, all of it from sliding or slipping. Come on, you bugger, come on. Is there another way of doing this? I don't know. I could spin the whole thing, yeah, but then I'd have to spin the other end of the pull start spring and all that lot. So no, I'm just going to do it this way. Unless I remove the cord completely. No, I'm just going to do it the long way. So fold the fibre down and then wrap. At least one consolation, I don't need to use a frigging darning needle. Or sewing needle, or I mean, the good news is it wasn't the inside cord that had broken, it was just the outside weave, and the outside weave is really just to protect the inside cord from chafing, as far as I can tell. So there's no reason why this won't work. I have to keep tension on it all the time. Oh shit, I left that door open, I can smell petrol again. The more wraps the better, so that, and I'm trying to keep this tight as well so that the cotton's below the surface of the red stuff, so that the cotton itself doesn't rub on the hole that's in the pull start thingamajig. I need to check that actually to make sure that there's no rust on the inside of that little hole that might have actually chafed this. Just let me just pull this over a minute. Oh, it looks shiny. Can't see anything on there that could have done it. Hmm. Uh, I am going to keep going until I run out of cotton. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do time lapse on this crappy phone. Well, all these phones they don't have a very good built-in time lapse function. From what I understand, they literally doesn't matter how long you record something, it basically crams it all into 60 seconds, no matter what you do. So I don't know. Can somebody tell me in the comments? Is there a thing an app I can use on my phone which isn't dangerous or harmful to my phone? Something that would give me the ability to convert. Actually, what I'm talking about really is live streaming for Streamlabs. Is there some function with Streamlabs that you could do? I suppose not. If I'm live, I'm live. I can't really do anything about it, can I? I suppose I'm wasting my time asking the question in the first place. Right, so what I'm going to do, I've got so far. What I need to do now is just to put a bit of super glue on here so it doesn't all unravel on me. So I am going to take the lid off, put a bit of super glue down here. Oh, it's working now. So that this cotton, I'm probably not even above the sellotape actually. Right, just put a bit I don't want to stick to my hand. The reason I'm doing it is because I want to, I've been twisting this a bit and I want to let it spring out a bit. And is it stuck? Looks like it has. Right, I'm going to keep wrapping. It's still bendy. Super glue just soaks straight in. Why does something always go wrong when you're live streaming? I just don't get it. It's like I'm cursed. Sod's law, Murphy's law. Murphy's law says that if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And using a bit of super glue on fabric material is, from what I understand, you're supposed to wet it first with water so that the super glue doesn't soak in all the way through the fibres. But in this situation, I want the fibres to stick and glue together, so I don't want a surface situation where it's just glued on the outside. I want it to penetrate the fibres, and if it becomes rock solid and I can't bend it, I'm just going to hit it with a hammer, sort of break it up a bit so I can bend it because this has got to be flexible, obviously. So this is the thing about when you're doing very tight winds, it takes freaking forever. So I started the YouTube video at the stream to give you an update on everything. I never expected to be doing a live stream where I'm fixing the frigging pull cord. Hang on a minute, I've got an idea. If I dangle this, yeah, that worked. It untwisted because I was I've been I let my tension off there, but it doesn't matter. Let's just put some more glue down here. I don't want it in my clothing. Seems to be working though. Let's see about twisting this and then letting that thing at the bottom spin around. This is actually quicker. Keep it taut, then let it go. Let's just let the bottom spin around. Ah, stopped it, damn it. Oh well. It's a bit quicker to, oops, I'm stuck, my fingers were stuck to it then. Good sign that the super glue is still soaking in. This is quicker. I'm just letting that thing spin. Right, I think that's it. I think I've got enough cotton on here now. Just, oh, come on, I just want to finish it off. There's only this, oh, there's only a little bit left. I wonder if Ken's watching right now. Probably. I've got chat open on my other phone, so. You know, in theory, I don't even need to use this cord, this type of cord. I could use some quite heavy plastic cord. The trouble with that is it friction when you're pulling it. I could probably, oh, I just had a thought. Boise's, our local fabric shop sells bedding and stuff like that. They actually probably have some cord material. Oh shit, this has got what I've done here, I've got wrapped around here now. I don't want you wrapped around down here. What have I done? I got twisted this. I've got this. Oh bollocks to it. Right, I'm just gonna stick that on there. See what end. Hang on. That's not gonna come off. And I'm gonna cut it now. Oh, actually, I'll tie it up. Let me just cut this bit off because I think I've been around that enough times. I'm just gonna wrap this and tie a knot. I go around again. And again. Yeah, that'll do. I'll just snap it off. Right, there we go. Well, this bit of this end, it's just hang on a minute, I need to get this off here because it's got wrapped around this cord down here for some reason. I'm just gonna come up, you bugger. Right, got you. Right. Okay, so I think we're okay. Now if I pull this, that glue's dried. If I pull this tight at that end, see if this will slide, because this, remember I put sellotape under here, so I'm hoping that this will still slide. So I'll put this up here and we'll see if we can slide this along a bit. Probably not. It's bunched up here. It's bunched up here, so that could be a problem. Well, it bends still. It still bends. Will this work? Will it work? It might work. Oh yeah, it should do, because when you pull the cord, it's actually pulling this down. So it should still be okay. Right. I was sticking myself to the glue then. That glue's not dried yet. It's still a bit tacky on here. I don't think I need any more glue. So what I'm going to do now is get some of my talcum powder. I was going to grind some up, but talcum powder should prevent the chafing. So I need to be sort of, let's just talcum powder the superglued area. Uh-oh, the fan's blowing everything away. Should stop this from rubbing so bad. Yeah, that feels better. I can see it coming though. I'm going to have to get a new cord. I'll get something that... Years ago they used to then pull cords in them old houses. Do you remember where they used to have a bell on the end? And they used to have this, a little bit like this material. They must have something like that in the fabric shop. Oh, I just realised, you know that cord that they use on sash windows? That's similar, isn't it? Those sash cords. Get some of that cheap. Probably better than this anyway. I'm not going to go all the way down here, because after you pull it you only get a few turns and your arm's out of, you know what I mean, out of reach. You kind of you can't, you'd need 10-foot long arms to be able to pull the whole cord out. So I've got to wrap this up again. This is the awkward bit, putting this back on. So I'm just going to coil it a bit then. Actually, I think it's easier if I just wrap it around. I must have kinked it or ripped it before. I must have damaged it when I was... Oh, it's this that smells of petrol and oil. I did wash it. But, there's supposed to be... There's a little notch there where you can put the rope in. So if I put that in that notch like that, then turn it and take it out, and turn it, come on. Put that in that notch, then I can let it out. The spring unwind, and then go a bit more. Right, where's the hole? That's over here. Right. It's a good thing I washed this damn thing, because I would have had oil all over my pants if I hadn't. On in. Okay, we're nearly there. Get it in that hole. Yay! Finally. Now, oh, I have to tighten it. I have to put tension on this. There's no tension on right now. Hang on. So I want to be... about 1 revolution. Oh, damn it, come on. These things are a pain. I know some people have said just take the bolt out and all that. Well, yeah, I had such a job with the springs before, I just don't fancy doing that. The springs keep falling out. Right, we're nearly there. Right, now if I just pull it around. There, right. I've got tension on it. There we go, right. Get it through the hole without letting go, because this damn thing's just going to disappear on me if I do that. Right, stick my pointy thing in there so it doesn't unravel. Actually, I want a bit more out. Ouch, that's stuck in my leg. Right. Is this going to work? I can't get it. Oh. Stupid outside isn't going through. Going. Ah. Come on, where are you? I can just see it down there. Got you. Ouch. That thing keeps sticking my leg. Right, okay, that's free. I'll just tie another knot on here now. I suppose I better cut that off actually. God, this is hard. Oh yeah, I think you're supposed to melt the end. I think. So it doesn't fray. Oops. Right. Okay. That should work. Take this out. Ooh, it's quite tight. Oh look, my join. There's my join going in, look. It works. Yeah. Right, so I've got fixed. Or botched, whatever you want to call it. Oh dear me. Well, I'm not going to try and start it again because there's no point. The carburetor probably wants cleaning on the engine, the thing, and the I'm going to have to basically take that off. It's probably got jellified fuel in it. You know, it's clogged the jets up on it. Mind you, it smells like fuel's getting into the engine because when I pull it, I can smell the petrol coming out. What I do suspect is that the air filter's probably choked up, or it's dried up or something. I don't know. Probably air's not getting in. I don't know. I need to start taking things off, but I'm not going to do that for a while. I'm not in a rush. I mean, I was hoping that the fuel that was left in the tank would slowly dissipate because it's still gaseous inside there, and Yeah, I just don't like working on it. It stinks, you know. It's not so bad if you're working on something like that outside, but when you're in your kitchen, you don't like the smell of petrol, you know what I mean? And I've got rid of it, most of it. It's just basically some vapour that's left around, and obviously there's a bit in the carb, and that's what's off-gassing. Well, at least we've got this sorted anyway. And it's not rubbing as badly as it was. It goes through alright. Look, that joint, you can see the joint, it stands out a mile. It works. Yeah. Alright then, I'm going to go up and out. So there's not much point in... Actually, let me see what my foot battery's like. Oh, my battery's, I'm still charging it 69%. It's still pretty low. Yeah, I'll disappear for now. I'll probably come back later. I don't know. I'm still... Oh, as I said, I had to re-glue these... pins in because some of them were loose, and if I start grinding this thing on the grinder, what happens is they get hot and they just melt the plastic and they push out the back as you're trying to grind them flat, and I had to anchor them properly. So the idea is that when I'm grinding these, I basically grind a bit on this side for about, what, 5 seconds, then I go to that one, do that one for about 5 seconds, and I put this whole thing down, get another one and do the other one for 5 seconds, then another one for 5 seconds. That way they don't get too hot and they don't melt the plastic. And then I come back to the first one I did before, do that a bit for 5 seconds, then that one for 5 seconds. Otherwise you end up with the rods melting the plastic and you end up with a mess. So you got to grind them down bit by bit, because they get, the heat builds up in the steel, and because it's inside the plastic it can't cool down. And so that's what I did when I did the other stuff previously. I've done that before, you see, and I've actually figured that it's best to do them a bit at a time, otherwise you end up with a melted mess of plastic, that because it just gets so frigging hot that the red hot and the plastic can't handle it. So I'm probably going to do them tomorrow anyway. I'll just let them dry overnight because I've got to put more plastic glue in there. So we'll see you later. Bye for now.